Alright, it's no secret that I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy lately. I started a new job where half the people there play Final Fantasy 14, so I dove back into that. I just finished Final Fantasy 16, which was super awesome. I've also been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, and all of these games have some good boys in them, and of course, I'm referring to Chocobos, obviously. I've always thought that the Chocobo theme is a great theme for these majestic creatures and really lends itself to a variety of different musical styles, which has been shown throughout the years with all the different games. Hearing all these beautiful variations on this theme has made me want to join in, and like many things in my life, I'm leaving it up to chance with the wheel of randomness. Alright, we have a variety of styles and grooves and concepts and different time signatures and bunch of crazy things in this wheel. Some of my favorites are Accordion Explosion, Chocobos in Space, Prog Rock could be good, Automaton. Alright, let's see what we get. So the wheel is going to pick 3 of them at random for me, and we're going to write a Chocobo theme in that style. Okay, Chocobos in Space. I'm instantly thinking nice sci-fi synth space epic opera, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so when I think of space, I'm thinking of things like synths, a lot of reverb, delay, a lot of cool effects, the nice blend of digital and acoustic instruments. I'm also thinking things like arpeggios, which works great with Final Fantasy because they have all the prelude arpeggio vibes that I can draw from. I'm also going to add a lot of filters to these arpeggios to kind of get the feeling of a lot of motion and intrigue. For the melody, I'm going to do the nice combo of mallet percussion, specifically vibraphone and xylophone and marimba, and piano with a lot of spacey reverb on it. And then I'm gonna fill out the rest of the space with some strings, some brass, some woodwinds, with little counter melodies to weave in between the regular melodies. For the B section, I wanted to really make it feel like you're all discombobulated in space, and so it's gonna have these shifting rhythms, ding, 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 boom, before getting back into a more stabilized groove. So it's gonna feel like we're constantly like turned on our head. Here's what it all sounds like. Let's spin it again. All right, we got high fives all around, which basically means everything's going to be in groups of 5. The time signature will be in 5. The groove will be in subdivisions of 5. It'll be 5 measures per phrase. Ooh, a lot of 5s. I wanted to do something different for this one, so I'm giving it this groovy pseudo Sega Genesis kind of vibe. And I want the groove to be in multiple sets of 5. So it's going to be in 5/4 time with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then it's also going to have each one of those beats is going to be a subdivision of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, here's what the drum beat sounds like with that. And then within that groove of 5, the littler groove of 5, I'm really accenting the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The melody for this one's a little bit tricky, trying to make it fit within those groups of 5, within the group of 5. And I think the way that I'm going to kind of tackle that is by spreading the melody between multiple instruments. I've got retro piano vibes, Hammond sound. There's like a Sega Genesis organ, little warbly synth woodwinds, all that good stuff. For the B section, I wanted to create this moment where the groove kind of stops on the beat, dun, dun, and then kicks right back into super groovy party time. All right, let's spin another one. All right, Chocobo battle theme. Let's finally give these guys the epic battle moment they need. All right, so battle theme. I'm wanting to do something that kind of takes some nice inspiration from the classic Final Fantasy battle theme of like the dun 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 boom boom dun 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 boom boom boom, that kind of ostinato thing that they do. But I want to make it, my own with its own flair. And so I'm going to do that by putting it into 11/8, and then instead of doing gunta 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 gunta, I'm going to split it into groups of 3 and 2. So it's going to go 3, 3, 3, and 2. Which is going to sound like. I like this rhythm because it kind of gives me the opportunity to play with the macro side of it with the gun 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 gun, which has this kind of push and pull feel near the end of the phrase. But it also makes it so that I can play with the little micro inner notes. So things like percussion and little inner strings are able to kind of do cool things with that. All right, so the melody for this, I want to do with more rhythmic flutes, a little sharper, a little more aggressive. This is the birds are going to battle, but I want to make it so it's still got a little bit of quirkiness because it is, Chocobos. So it's not quite full Battle at the Big Bridge, but it's getting there. This one definitely asks for a lot more percussion than the other ones, and so I want to kind of bring that home with some nice driving snare drum, like a snare drummer chocobo going into battle, a lot of toms and big bass drums, and then little rim clickety clackies, all that good stuff. For the bridge of this one, I want to bring it back into 4/4 to give it a little bit more of a steady groove to it, with a lot of nice little rhythmic runs and little elements creating a lot of motion. And then to get us back into the 11/8 groove, I'm going to do a big, huge nod to the Final Fantasy Prelude arpeggios. All right, here's the full thing. Chocobos, obviously.